We are here with undefeated lightweight Michael Dutchover, who's visiting us here at Banner Promotions office in Philadelphia. How's everything going?
It's great. It's great to be here in Philly. It's my second time here, and it's just how I remember. It's a beautiful city, beautiful restaurants, beautiful people. It's a great city.
You were here for a amateur tournament
Yeah,
in 2016, I think you said.
2016 Olympic qualifiers. Yep.
And I was at that. I was at the Holiday Inn ballroom. You know that Holiday Inn? They just blew it up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a casino now, so they actually blew that place up. So talk to us a little bit about your background. You're from Midland, Texas, we were talking last night, big football area. What's the boxing climate there?
It's really not much to it. I mean, I'm trying to, I guess, start a chain of that especially for Midland, my hometown, and really all of West Texas. West Texas is not really known in Texas, for boxing. It's really the big cities, Dallas, San Antonio, and so I want to start that, especially giving back to my city. I love going back home, talking to the kids, different schools and everything, and I love my support. I get a lot of support there, and I love it.
You've now spent a lot of time out in the Southern California area, in Santa Fe Springs, Los Angeles, that area. What obviously, I guess, what prompted that move? I know you've been fighting a lot out there. Your manager and trainer Danny is out there. Is that what prompted? Would you say you're more in California now than you are in Texas?
Oh yeah, I know it's a sacrifice and dedication, and honestly, my oldest brother was training me along with my amateur trainer Frank Lujan. They knew when I was getting to the peak of my amateur career, that I can't stay here if I want to be where I really want to be, and that's when Luckily, I met Danny, kept in touch through my high school years. I finished high school. First thing I did as soon as I graduated was came over and started training with Danny. I was sparring with world champions already. He had a world champion, Darlais Perez, at the time. And I had the opportunity to spar with him when I was 16 years old. And so I've just been learning. I've been on a learning curve ever since I came here. And I feel like it's showing. And now I'm 13-0 as a professional.
What was that like, 16 years old, I guess you still consider yourself a boy, and you're sparring
Yeah.
with guys who were sitting world champions at the time. What's that like?
There's a big difference, man, especially being from where I'm from. I'm like that big dog in Midland, the champion in the gym, and that's when I started training over here in Southern California in Santa Fe Springs with my coach and manager, Danny Zamora, and I realized, I'm not even where I want to be. I'm not the best, and I just kept learning. Got a lot of experience, and I still do. I'm grateful to be here, and look where I'm at now. I'm over here sitting in Philly.
Talk about your amateur career. We'll get to your pro career. You had a very high record, and you competed in a lot of the national championship tournaments. Who are some of the guys that you fought and defeated?
I fought some guys.
I think you beat a guy named Ruben Villa once.
Yeah, me and my boy, we're 2-2. We went 1-on-1. We fought twice, and I fought him. I fought Devin Haney. I fought these big name guys that are now, and these guys we're like the new generation, and so I feel like my time is coming. In the amateurs, I made it to the Olympic qualifiers, and I got a bronze medal, so I feel like that tells about my amateur pedigree. And I was a runner-up at the Golden Gloves at 16 years old, and so I have an extensive amateur background.
You mentioned Devin Haney, and it's funny, the lightweight division, maybe not so much top heavy, but like you said, the guys kind of pushing up. You mentioned Devin, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. You feel obviously some of these guys have been, whether because they got millions of Instagram followers or whatnot. You think you're kind of like the guy that people may be sleeping on a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like I am a sleeper, but these guys, I mean, they know me. I've sparred and fought them. They know I'm the real deal, and it's just a matter of time. That like I said, we're the new generation, and those big fights will happen later down the line. I can't wait for the opportunity, and so until then, I'm training hard, keeping my O, and we're just gonna keep knocking them down.
So you just you turned pro with Banner and Thompson, and you're scoring some real explosive highlight reel YouTube knockouts, flattening guys on the canvas. What's that like? Is that, I mean, I know every fighter I talk to, they tell me they're boxer punchers. Do you feel that you are a boxer puncher, or you feel you're more of an explosive puncher?
I feel I'm just I think in the ring, and all credit to my trainer Danny Zamora. He's put that inside of me that I don't have to win fights just by slugging, and that's what I used to go in there doing. But now I feel like I'm out thinking my guys and making them miss and making them pay.
You get to May 10th, where you make your national TV debut on Showbox. Like we said before, fighting some of your earlier fights, real explosive, wow type knockouts, and then you get on Showbox and you have another one with a body shot. Tell us about that. Tell us, your thoughts, leading up to that national television debut, and the fight itself. It didn't last too long, but whatever you can say about it.
Like I said before, to me that TV debut was just the start of the beginning. It was the beginning to my first televised fight of many more to come. But I remember telling my older brother, we're happy that we're getting this fight because it's always been a dream for me as a little kid. I used to watch all these boxers on TV. I said I want to be on TV one day, and I've done that dream. I've finished that goal, and now I'm on to my next goal.
So we'll go backwards for a little bit. You were an athlete growing up. You ran track. Tell us about your track career.
Yeah, I ran track and cross country with the Midland High Bulldogs, and I've always loved running. My father was actually a marathon
long
runner.
Distance runner, or more of a sprinter?
Long distance. My father was actually a marathon runner, and so I feel like I have running in my blood. And our team was very good from my freshman year. I was on the varsity team, and we're a real tight brotherhood with the Midland High cross country Bulldogs team.
How much of that growing up can you correlate and maybe bring in your boxing? Obviously, running is a big part of everyone's training, and running 6, 8, 10 miles, whatever they do. It seems like to you, where people are saying, well, I got to get up and run. It's something that you probably look forward to every day.
Yeah, I do. I like it. And it was, it's just a big asset for me training as an amateur, because I'd wake up and train with my team. I already got my running done, so I'll just go to the boxing gym and do my boxing workout. But now that, I'm out here, I wake up, like you said, I want to go run, get my road work in. And, that's nothing. It's a go-to happy place for me.
What now? So we talk about the Showbox fight. What now looking forward? I mean, where do you see yourself, 3, 4 fights down the line? I know you want to take it one at a time. Yeah. You got the little... You dip your toe in the water for the TV aspect of it.
Obviously, just a little bit.
You obviously want more of that. How disappointed were you? I know the opponent fell out late. Were you disappointed that you're training for an opponent and a guy falls out late? Talk about that.
I mean, we did. We studied tape on my original opponent, but he fell out, and this is part of the professional boxing game. That wasn't the first time it's happened to me. And so I believe it's just part of being a professional. You got to adapt to the situation. Just like in the ring, you have to adapt to different fighters. If they change their style up, you got to change something up too. And so that's what we did. Me and my coach, Danny, we seen a little film on the guy that we could. We worked on a game plan, and we executed it, actually.
What's it like, you have a team around, you got Banner Promotions who's, been promoting championship fighters for 30-plus years. Thompson Boxing, Alex and Ken have built and promoted many world champions over the last 25 years, Alex? 20 years. Danny Zamora, who we talked to before, he's trained 4 or 5 world champions. So you have a lot of knowledge in your, like your inner boxing circle. What's that like?
Oh, it's great. I believe, I trust in my team. I know that they have the best interest for me, and the best experience I can get is with them, and I'm just happy to be with my team. I'm blessed by the best.
Is it tough sometimes when I ask a lot of fighters this when they have a lot of momentum going, but you're still 21 years old. You're still. I mean, you admit this. You're still in the learning stage of everything. It's tough sometimes balancing that out. Well, I want to fight this, I want to fight that, but you still have you know, you have learning to do. You have those learning type fights to do. You know, fighting different styles, and you know, like Alex, I know, has made a lot of the fights, and a lot of fights for world champion. He you know, probably knows what you need next, and what, you know, 2 or 3 fights down the line, what you're looking for, maybe to get tested really soon in a fight. Is it tough sometimes balancing that out, kind of wanting to, like you said, we see Devin and some of these guys kind of ascending up the ladder, and then you know.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, I get your question. I am I trust my team, you know. And like I said before, that's why I'm over here. I made a commitment to stay in SoCal, especially. I just fought May 10th, but I'm still over here. I'm still training.
How often you go back to Midland?
Well, probably during Christmas times, during my birthday.
So you're here. I would say maybe 10 months a year, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Because last time I was home was in December, you know, for the holidays, just Christmas, and so I'm planning on being back maybe a couple weeks or something. And then, but you know, this is my job. This is what I want to do. I know what I want to accomplish. My goal is to be a world champion. Give Midland, Texas, the first world champion, and Santa Fe Springs another one also.
Anyway, anything else you want to get out there? Anyway, I mean, we talk about people, their Instagrams, this and that. Tell everyone out there where they can see Michael Dutchover, follow you, and all that stuff.
Follow me on Facebook at Michael Dutchover, on Instagram MDutchoverBox, and you know, thank you for all the support. You know, I'm blessed by the best. I give all glory to God. Thank you.
Well, we'll see you down the road, a couple months, and we'll see you hopefully knocking someone else out.
Oh, we will.